Good day everyone, and for today's video is all about emotional disturbance. And we will give you the definition, the common traits, educational challenges, as well as tips for parents and teachers.
Emotional disturbance is a condition exhibiting one or more of the different characteristics over a long period of time, and to a marked degree that adversely affects a child's educational performance. And there are 5 characteristics of emotional disturbance. First is an inability to learn that cannot be explained by intellectual, sensory, or health factors. Second is an inability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationship with peers and teachers. Third is inappropriate types of behavior or feelings under the normal circumstances. Fourth is a general pervasive mood of unhappiness or depression. And lastly is a tendency to develop physical symptoms or fears associated with personal or school problems. When a children or a person that have an emotional disturbance, disability, need to help manage themselves and to outside of the classroom. If your children or the people in this category on your work with children with emotional disturbances, it's important to know what the symptoms of the student with his disability display.
Common traits. The National Dissemination Center for Children with Disabilities, often referred as NIDCHI, and these are the types of emotional disturbance: anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, conduct disorders, eating disorders, obsessive-compulsive disorders or OCD, and psychotic disorder. However, there are note that this list isn't all-inclusive. To learn about the precise characteristic connected to a child's emotional disturbance, look into the specific subcategory that affects the child. It is very important to us to know that we are the common traits of emotional disturbance for us to be able to avoid the ignorance by not affecting our emotional traits. Educational challenges. Given the behavioral issues related to the disability category at heart educating students, diagnosed with emotional disturbance can prove challenging. The challenge often stems from potential classroom disruptions. For instance, imagine the trouble created when a student began crying uncontrollably or starts throwing a wild temper tantrum.
Tips for parents and teachers. Preventive measures are often the best solution to disruptions linked to emotional disturbances. The Arizona Department of Education's Parent Information Network mentioned functional behavioral assessments as a preventative strategy. An FBE identifies what leads us students to act out so that an effective behavioral intervention plan can be developed. Avoiding disruptive behavior modification can involve strategies such as positive reinforcement and incentive to help students learn behaviors that are less disruptive and more socially accepted. One final tip is likely to benefit both parents and teachers. Collaborate with other professionals who work with your child or students, like psychotherapists, behavioral therapists, and etc., to determine specific way to effectively educate the individuals.